I'm Sue Austin. I'm an artist, and life has thrown me some quite unexpected circumstances, and I would now say that acquiring a disability back in '94 has led me to doing things I would have never even dreamed of. To be underwater in the underwater wheelchair is extraordinary. You move in a completely different way to diving because you're sitting upright, and because of the weight of the chair you're getting this beautiful swoop. It's the most incredible sense of freedom. It seemed like people were seeing me not as myself anymore, but from the perspective of what they assumed it must be like to be in a wheelchair. Because those stereotypes around disability are so powerful, people can get lost in them. The idea of creating an underwater wheelchair is about creating visual imagery that might have the power to open questions in people's minds. I create immersive installations that you go inside and an underwater world is materialised around you. But every person's experience is totally different depending on how they look at the imagery. These great big hydroplanes stabilise the wheelchair in the water, and the scuba gear, the tank, is on the back of the chair, and then I just have a regulator on a super long hose that comes round and I use to breathe.
It was extraordinary to be in Egypt filming underwater with Sue, because we'd be in the water and other divers would come along and be like, "What is that? That is unbelievable."
I have a flex wing licence, so I'm a pilot. If you'd have told me even 15 years ago that this was going to happen, that NASA would be getting in touch, that I would be training people to dive in an underwater wheelchair and I would learn to fly, I would have thought you were dreaming and slightly delusional. But this has happened, and it still feels like only just the beginning.